I was dancing like Trump. What's going on, everybody? Hope some people jump on here and we'll talk conspiracy theories. Megan is on her way. And other than that, so what's been going on in the last week? Anything? Yeah. We're gonna talk conspiracy theories. We're gonna talk whatever. Acolyte, I don't really care about. I'm glad it's over with. I never watched any of it except for clips that showed on stream. There we go. There's. Oh wait. Here we go.
Oh, Donna. Oh, Donna.
Donna, wait a minute, Donna. Wait a minute now. Where are you at, Donna?
I am at my new house.
Nice. Oh, that's nice, Donna.
Yay!
What a day for you, huh?
It's been, when I woke up this morning, my daughter called and said, "Hey, she had to pay cash for her gas," and I was like, "Wow, that's weird." And then on about 10 o'clock, I got a phone call and they said because Microsoft is down, that they weren't going to let me have it. And then at 2, they were setting a time for Monday at like 9 o'clock in the morning, and they called it 2 and it was like, "Hey, Microsoft is up. We're going to have you." And so they at 5:30 Eastern time, I got my house.
Nice. Yay! Run a roller coaster of a day, though. You get all excited and then you get, you can't happen a day. And
yeah.
And now you're in your house.
I'm in my house.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Do you have a little tiara on? Do you have a crown? Nice. As you should. They
treated me like a queen, and and it's really nice. This is pretty nice. Like
it looks nice, Donna.
Master bedroom, and then the master bath is huge.
Okay.
It's just huge.
Nice.
So
that's exciting. Super exciting.
Huh?
Super exciting.
Yeah. Jessica and I are just kind of looking around a little bit. We're gonna head over to her house, and then in the morning, I'm moving in.
Yeah. Now, do you have most of your furniture? Or did you get rid of most of it over where you were at?
Well, I've always been a bit of a
nice.
I didn't have a lot of furniture to start with, but I did get rid of my living room stuff. So
you have a good fresh.
So I have a good fresh start. I've never had living or bedroom furniture other than a bed. So I live minimalist.
Yeah. Well, that's exciting. That looks nice, Donna. I'm happy for you.
I'm so excited.
Scott's getting a Jeep Wrangler Monday. Are you going to get the little ducks for the dashboard? Because that's a thing, I guess.
Ducks for the dashboard?
I guess people, if you have a Jeep, people put them in your door handles or whatever in the parking lot, and then you put them on your dash.
Oh.
It's a Jeep thing, I guess.
Sit down and
talk. So anyway, where is everybody?
Bob's on his way. Megan should be here any minute yet.
Stop! I don't feel good.
So we'll get her going. I'm so excited for you, though. That's nice. And you got you're all involved in the veterans already.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. Doing the honor guard, and then this term they're not using me this term, but in the winter term or the spring term, I'll be teaching online. So that'll start up in about 6 months. So
nice. Megan said you look so alone.
I know. Well, I have my daughter with me.
Baba come visit her.
And I don't see it, but see, the plastic is still on all of the.
No, let's go.
So is it a new house, Donna, or
And then we got this.
nice? There you go.
It was my treat.
There you go. Donna's gonna be wound up later.
Huh?
You're gonna be wound up later. Woo woo.
Yeah. So
So speaking of which, we need to get going home.
Yeah.
We have a good
So
night's sleep.
I'm gonna let you go. I'll get back on once I get back
Right.
home and stuff. So I'll be back with you in about 20 minutes.
All right, so how are you, Miss Jessica?
Drunk.
Nice.
I mean, I bought the crap. I have the right to drink it.
There you go. You sure do.
All right. Well, I'll see you in like 20 minutes. Okay.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. Bye.
Goodbye. All right, Scott, you better jump on here so I'm not all alone here. Cheers to me too. Yeah, Scott. What color did you get? And how soon are you gonna take the doors off? Jeeps are cool. I'd like to have a Jeep. I would like to have a Jeep Wrangler as a secondary or just something to mess around with. A buddy of mine down the road, he's got he's got a couple of them, but he's got one the rock climbs and everything with. It's pretty sweet. All righty. Well, let's see. So who was able to work today? Not I. Not I. Why? Because of, oh wait, I gotta do this here. Mustard yellow. I'm going to call it. That's, oh wait, I gotta put that on there so I'm not a Colonel Mustard. Nice. That's cool. That's cool. First 4x4 or anything. You'll never go back. You will never go back. Alrighty, let's see here. Share screen. So what was it today? Was it, solar flares? There we go. Scott!
Figured I'd jump on for a little bit anyways.
Well, thank you. That way I'm not all alone. Megan should be here she's in the car. She should be here any minute yet. So how are you doing, Scott? Were you able to do anything today or no with the computer downage?
Actually, it didn't affect us. I'm guessing our security stuff is through a different provider or something. But the state of Florida, our Microsoft stuff was up all day.
Huh. I'll be done. Yeah, I can do anything until what, 2 o'clock or something. Then, well, that was afternoon. Then Friday, that wasn't going to happen. So, yeah, that's crazy though.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about it until I saw the message in the chat from Donna, and then I looked it up, and I'm like, oh goodness.
Yeah, I got a text message. Let's see. Yeah, 606. Please be aware IFB systems have been infected by a global IT problem. This may impact system availability and workstation. And it sure did, because we couldn't get in our computers or anything.
Wow.
Pretty crazy.
Let's go.
Pretty crazy. So what's new with you other than a Jeep? So you've never had a 4-wheel drive before?
No, and it sat on the lot for a little while, and I asked the guy, I said, why has it been that long? You know, he had another one that he sold. It got on the lot after this one, and it sold quicker than this one. And he's basically just said nobody wants a standard transmission anymore.
Oh, you even got a manual. Nice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't think not too many people know how to even drive one.
Well, and that's what he was saying, you know, is you know, you don't find near as many people that want to drive them anymore. But to me, if you're going to have a 4-wheel drive Jeep, that needs to have a standard transmission.
You got that right. That's like when I had my
So
Mustang. Why would you have an automatic Mustang? No, no thank you.
yeah, no, I couldn't imagine having an automatic Mustang.
Yeah, I missed that car. That was nice.
How are things in Indiana today?
Good. It's a beautiful lot. Just absolutely beautiful. That's why we're outside. And then we're gonna watch a movie here in probably about an hour and a half probably.
What are
Once it
y'all
gets
watching
dark.
tonight?
I don't know. Megan said something about. Have you ever seen Master of Disguise?
I think I saw part of it way back.
It's on your road, by the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's got Dana Carvey in it, and he does all.
Yeah,
It's funny. Yep, it's a funny movie. We
maybe
watched
I'll have to give it a shot.
Shrek the other night. I forgot how funny Shrek was.
Oh, Shrek is hilarious.
Oh, I haven't seen that probably since it came out.
Look, there's Mom.
They're supposed to be making a new one, I thought.
Yeah, I heard that too. Leia Rose, jump on here, Leia Rose.
Hi, Leia Rose.
She's a sweetheart.
Yep, she is.
Walker, stop.
Well, that's a Monday. Monday, you get the new ride. That is exciting.
Stop.
Oh yeah,
And
I'm
like a
very enthused about it.
and a new car smell. Oh, that's just one of the wonders in life.
Well, I don't know if it has a new car smell, but it's well taken care of. One of my buddies is a real car guy, and he's like, "Give me the VIN number. I'll run the Carfax." And
Nice. There you go.
he ran the VIN, and he's like, "Dude, they've got service records going back to when it was brand new."
Sweet. Sweet.
So
Now, lifted at all, or just standard, or
um, it's just basically standard. It rides high um, because of the wheels that the dealer put on it, the used
okay.
car dealer. But I
Yeah.
bought a truck from him before, so he doesn't buy junk. So, I felt fairly comfortable with him, regardless of what my buddy had told me, and
Yeah.
I'm very excited about this.
Nice. Nice.
Sit your butt down now.
Well, that is exciting. I love getting new cars. Absolutely love it.
Granted, my enthusiasm is bolstered as well by the rum and Fanta orange that I've had tonight too. So,
Oh, I see. Sit.
Good
who knew
deal.
that? Who knew that was a good mixer?
Yeah.
Up.
That
Sit
sounds
down.
like it.
Down.
Oh, it's fantastic. But we've been laying off the wine lately, so
Oh, not Megan and I. Ooh. I think we went through 3 bottles last night watching the whole RNC.
I loved your commentary in the chat, by the way.
Greatest speech ever. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah, I was ready to fall asleep too before that ever even thought about happening. So
I mean, it was good, but it was long. I think they said you end up talking
he
an hour and
went
a half or something like that.
he went kind of late too, didn't he?
Yeah, nope.
Yeah.
Not
Plus, I'm an hour ahead of you, so
there she is.
I got wine too.
Oh,
Hi, buddy. There's food in there, but you probably aren't gonna eat because they can't, do one job for $15 an hour.
and here we go. Oh, look, now we got 3 people as soon as you sit down.
Oh,
Scott's getting a new ride.
oh, a Kia Carnival.
No,
Right.
Wrangler.
Oh,
Scott's gonna be a cowboy.
I'm so hungry.
go eat something. There's biscuits in there.
Can't.
Hi, Megan. How are you today?
Oh, fantastic.
Good.
You got
Good.
Will you give me a cup?
I'll probably drive it to ICCCCCC.
Nice. Oh, I'm so excited for that.
I'm excited.
I'm really looking forward to it as well.
Yeah. Who's the co-host?
Oh, Walker. Or a raccoon.
The rooster.
What are you- Yeah.
He sure is getting big.
Yeah, he is. He's into everything.
Oh, boy.
I remember when he was just an infant.
I preferred that. When he couldn't move, you just had to hold him.
So
Well,
Scott, nothing affected Scott today for the computer.
That's weird. Real weird.
ICCCCC. Are you going, Leia Rose? You better.
Hey, look, Dad's got food. You want different food? You want to sit on my lap? Hold on, let me get it.
Oh yeah, get it. Oh, I didn't. There's a bottle open in there.
Okay, I got 2 more.
Here we go. It's gonna be a good night, Tater.
So are y'all sticking with the apothic again?
That's what I got. I don't know what she said. She got 2 more bottles. I don't know what she got. Probably, I would guess. We'll find out. I do like it. $10 a bottle. It's not bad.
I've seen it in the store here. I just didn't. I've never tried it.
They have the red blend, which everybody usually has, but then they have a blue label, which is actually Merlot. Oh, that's good. That's really, really good. It's hard to find though.
I've always leaned more towards the reds than anything else. So
Yeah, I love red wine. Just love it. Absolutely love it.
my wife, she's grown partial to Christian Brothers port wine.
Oh, I've had port wine. I don't think I cared for port. I think, well, that's been a while ago.
It's very strong and it's very sweet.
Yeah, see that. Yep, that's why I don't like sweet.
Yeah, well, she does. So
Yeah.
if Mama ain't happy,
That's
ain't
why she
nobody
married
happy.
you. That's why she married you.
That's what I'm saying. If Mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy.
That's right. That's right. Oh, it is smooth. It is smooth. Leia,
But
what are you
it's,
drinking?
it's funny as much as I like the red wines. We went to Oregon on a trip one year, and my aunt and her husband fixed salmon that had been caught, within the previous day or so, I guess, and they grilled it and they served it with a Chateau Saint Michel.
Oh,
Uh, what was it? Chardonnay, I guess. And I don't really care for Chardonnays, but it paired really well with that salmon.
nah. Yeah, because I usually drink Merlot. Sometimes I'll drink like a red blend is fine, but once in a while I have a cab. That's about it for
I like a good cab as well.
yeah.
But honestly, rum's my go-to.
Oh, I've heard of it.
What?
Rum.
Rum or Belgian ale.
Oh.
I gotta stick with Captain. I love Captain. I'll do Captain, and then once if we get insane,
Crazy, yeah.
yeah. Have you ever had Blackheart?
I haven't tried it. No.
Oh,
I don't recommend unless you have a DD.
no.
Yeah. I would
No,
say
tonight is just regular Bacardi White and Fanta Orange.
that means
That
he looks
sounds
like you then.
that sounds delicious.
What do you say?
It actually is. It's amazing.
Is it like an
And
orange popsicle?
kind of is, yeah. And
Nice.
I got the Fanta strawberry for the missus tonight, and she's having that.
Ooh, that sounds good too.
And there she is. Here, we'll give it to her again because it's
Donna
a big day.
again?
We'll give it to her again.
Oh, Donna. Oh, Donna.
Nice.
I absolutely love that smile.
I love your dress in the picture you posted today.
Oh,
Are
thank
you
you.
wearing it? Are you wearing it now? I like it a lot.
Yeah, I'm still wearing it. Hold on just 1 second.
Alrighty. What's she wearing now?
Hold on. Hold on. This is what Jessica said.
Mom, I'm going to look forward to kicking you out of my house tomorrow.
Nice.
I'm going to get the boot.
Get the boot.
And John, by the way, I like the Jerry Reed reference.
It's from Daddy.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love that movie.
So anyway, stop. Put me lower.
So how far away are you from your daughter then? Far enough, but yet not too close?
No, I'm close. I'm probably about the same distance as you are to your daughter.
Nice.
Oh, perfect.
That's awesome.
It's there's a kind of a field I can walk through, and then not walk through. I mean, it's like 3 blocks, but it's actually 2 just going catty corner.
So probably 3 if you're going sideways and stumbling back to your house.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, my daughter and her husband are about 3 feet from us.
What's up, folks?
Donna jumps on.
Hey,
And Will
Bobby.
jumps on.
Typical.
Typical.
I'll go.
Yeah. All right. So, Rogue, what'd you do for work today? Anything this morning? Because I couldn't do nothing.
Oh no, we were good at work.
Really?
All our systems were
Oh,
up and
military,
running.
probably.
I was able to hit the bank, the ATM and stuff. But I know people that were trying to fly out on vacation today, and they couldn't because they were flying on Delta, I think. And yeah, it was like a total ground
yeah.
stop.
Yeah, there was like 4 or 5 airlines that were affected by it. And like the major ones like United and Delta, and
Yeah,
I'm not sure who else.
American Airlines and also Allegiant Air.
So 3 out of the 4 that fly into my town. So
As a matter of fact, I'm flying Allegiant to ICC in October.
What you drinking? I just had a bottle of champagne.
Oh, I'm drinking my pre-made Jack and Colas.
Oh, okay.
oh,
Yep.
I don't think I've actually tried any of the pre-packaged ones.
Yeah, they're good. I like them.
And a paper towel.
Yeah, I'm having rum, Bacardi white rum, and Fanta orange.
Oh, nice. And then
Yeah,
I
that does sound good.
might tap into this later.
Ooh,
Yeah,
the good stuff.
Oh, hell yeah.
Have you tried Bullet?
Oh, yeah. I've had
bourbon?
Bullet several times.
Wow, that stuff. I love that stuff.
Yeah, Bullet's good.
Oh, I have that on my I got that in my refrigerator right now. Bullet.
My son had me try some kind of Taiwanese or Chinese liquor that he got from a Chinese liquor store in Washington D.C. and it's got like a licorice flavor to it, and it is absolutely horrid. It's almost like 151 rum. I mean, it kind of burns.
And no salt and pepper.
That's not good.
What are you eating?
Oh, they brought me some Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Oh. God,
We had steak quesadillas tonight.
Nice.
I made
Jessica and I ran through Golden Corral.
What are you doing, buddy? I haven't eaten Golden Corral in forever.
I've never eaten at a Golden Corral. Oh, they don't have them here up in the Northeast.
Well, I think buffets are a southern thing mainly anyway. So
Oh, no, we've got buffets up here, but they're usually mom and pop.
No.
I gotcha.
Restaurants or of course the Chinese joints.
There is no.
Have a little salt and pepper.
So,
Well, one of these days I'd like to make it up your way and go up to Acadian National Park and stuff like that and
oh yeah.
do some photography up there.
Yep. My nephew just took some great pictures when he was in South Africa.
Ooh, I bet.
I love that one photo you shared.
Yeah, that was phenomenal.
Cheetah? That was cool.
Oh, it was a leopard. Yeah.
Oh, a leopard?
Yeah. What else texted?
Probably Donna.
No, it's my buddy Brian. Because
I would say, hopefully it's not work calling you in.
No, he was just giving me some tips about equipment for drinking and stuff like that.
Did you stay up for the whole speech last night, Rogue?
No, I think I went to bed just before he started his speech. And good thing, because I know he spoke for like an hour and a half, and
Oh, it was too long.
I'm up at 4, so I'm like,
Yep, it was too
I
long.
was going to say I had to get up at 5, so there was no way I was going to make that whole thing.
no way. I mean, I was already tired. I mean, I wanted to go to bed at 8 o'clock, but
Yeah,
I
I
think
get
I
it.
got to bed around 9:30. But yeah, I mean, I caught the highlights of it today.
You got to see Hulk Hogan in it, yeah? That was awesome.
Yes, yeah, I saw the Hulkster.
That was funny.
Yeah, that was cool.
I saw the pictures, that were posted, but I didn't actually hear the speech.
Yeah, you can go on YouTube,
I mean,
and
for
it's,
Hulk
so
Hogan.
many people have posted it on YouTube, and it was good.
I'm glad he's still hanging in there. So many people have been dying this last week.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, really.
All these damn celebrity deaths. Hell, was it the journalist Lou Dobbs died
Yeah,
yesterday.
I saw Lou Dobbs
Are
pass.
you serious?
Yeah.
I didn't see
Yeah.
that one.
And then also yesterday, Bob Newhart.
I thought he was already dead.
Not yet.
Yeah, when they
But-
announced it, I was like, I thought he died a couple of years ago.
No, Don died a couple of years ago. Don Rickles.
Yeah.
He was
But my wife found one of his specials either on YouTube or on Prime or something today, and she said I watched Bob Newhart all day. If you've never seen his old stand-up routines, you gotta give him a chance.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I love dry humor. Absolutely
The
love
bus driver, the bomb technician. Oh my gosh. The bus driver school was absolutely
that's epic.
That is priceless.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen that.
Now you know how he shut the door right in her face? That's called the perfect pull off.
Yeah. So what's everybody got on deck for this weekend?
I got a golf cart I got to redo, and that's about it.
Oh, cool.
We are helping my son to move from one apartment to the other, him and his roommates.
Okay.
So probably
Moving.
won't have a lot of YouTube time.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you came on here.
Yeah, I am too. It's nice to do once in a while, and my daughter and son-in-law are out doing something out of the house tonight, so it's actually quiet enough back here I can actually get on with y'all for a little bit.
Nice.
So, did you guys hear what actually happened or caused the outage?
Yeah, it was an update for what's the name of that?
Falcon something?
What was it?
CrowdStrike.
Yeah,
CrowdStrike Falcon something.
And Elon Musk announced that all, Twitter or X things, they've completely deleted it. They will not use CloudStrike.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What is CloudStrike supposed to do?
Right here, I was prepared here. Oh, wait, I got to share my screen. I blame Lewis Hamilton, just so you know.
Look at you, you're hip.
I am hip. All right.
I'm sorry that I'm yawning. It's just it's
Whatever.
been a day.
You've had a big day, Donna.
It's been a day.
Well, I mean, you signed off.
Day,
Signed for your
2.5
house.
quintillion bytes. We draw from our instincts, creating moments that tell the world that this is who we are, who we've always been. We adapt to decide close calls, a breakthrough that takes a nanosecond to experience and a generation to manifest. This is our collective history. Together, it's ours to protect. For new histories to be written, new records shattered, new legacies forged. That's the power of we.
I don't
Construct.
understand.
We stop breaches.
Yep. It's Lewis Hamilton's fault. That's all I know.
It's supposedly, I guess it's like a security software. And some upgrade that they did caused, like, flights to be grounded. 911 systems all over the U.S. were down, and like emergency services, overseas were down. Flights were down overseas as well. So look at thousands of flights, thousands of people stranded, couldn't get to where they were going.
And what
Can you
just from
imagine
one
if
little
it was
glitch or whatever?
If there was a total cyber attack that shut down like everything, the banking system, all that.
Yeah. Yeah. The leader of the largest cybersecurity enterprise in the world has
I just
apologized
read
for the
this.
software.
I
Well,
just read this.
What'd you read?
You just read it?
I just read the title of tonight. Freaking Donna.
What's the title for tonight?
What is the title for it? Alien, what is it? I forget. Where's it at?
EMP, solar flare.
Yeah, so Russians, aliens, freaking Donna. Yeah, probably. I blame Donna. I blame Lewis.
Just blame Donna. Donna
I
did
tell
it.
ya.
Did I see Mattaween joining us?
I'm here.
Yeah.
Woo, how are you?
What's going on?
Did you hear my great news?
Yeah, saw that.
Yay!
Yeah, cool.
How are you, Mattaween? Were you able to do anything today, work-wise?
Work. Oh yeah, we never had a problem with anything related to my work.
Yeah, no.
Yep, I can do anything.
I guess we're not part of that security system.
Man, when they
Same.
called
I
me
got
at
'em.
10 o'clock this morning, I just wanted to curl up and cry. And then everything
yeah.
cleared at 2, and they called me and said, "Do you still want it closed?" And I was like, "Yeah." So
Heck yeah.
I'm not away.
That's awesome. When you mentioned that in the chat, Donna, that's when I got on and searched it, and that's when I found out about it, because we were still running all day, and we've got 365 products.
yeah,
Yeah, I heard about it when I was on the news when I was getting ready for work this morning. I was like, oh, geez. I was like, because today was payday. I'm like, I hope I can get money out of the bank. And then everything was running up at work because I don't think it's on government systems.
when Jessica was going to work this morning, she had to put gas in the car, and the gas station said, "Hey, we're only taking cash right now because our payment system is down."
And how many? I hardly ever carry cash on me anymore.
I always carry
I
cash.
do. I do.
I carry at least a minimum of $100 cash on me every day. Because there are some places that just,
I'm gonna remember that ICCCCCCCC.
We know
I'll
to
probably
hug on in.
have more than that on me at ICC.
OG. There you go, OG. Leia Rose won't come on. She doesn't like us that much.
Oh, come on, Leia Rose.
The emergency party fund for ICCCC.
Yeah. So we're having a hot wing party. Sounds like we're going to have a hot wing party.
Daryl.
Where's the hot wing party?
Yeah.
Hey,
Hot wings.
Daryl the
Nashville hot wings.
We like Daryl. He's good. Good
Maybe
dude.
I'll have to actually try some of those Nashville hot wings.
They even honk. Rude.
They're like on every corner over there. There's little independent wing shops just all over. They're spread out all over town.
I was yesterday. I was starving for them. Literally starving for them.
I like them big jumbo crispy wings.
Yes.
Everything's jumbo to me.
With buffalo or honey gold.
Are you in Middle Tennessee, or are you somewhere else?
I'm in Paris, so I'm in West Tennessee technically. I'm right on the Right. I mean, about as far east as you can go without getting into Middle Tennessee.
I was just curious if the Loveless Cafe was really just a tourist thing, or if that's
Here's
something
Donna.
that's actually worth
It's
visiting.
it is a tourist thing. I mean, locals do eat there, but it's so crowded with tourists. The biscuits are still good. That's the big draw. They've got good
Right
biscuits.
now.
Those are good usually.
They are good.
If you've got time, it's probably worth a stop there.
Well, I figure I'm going to be in the neighborhood anyway, so.
Yeah.
My in-laws live down in Pulaski, so we'll be visiting them too.
Oh yeah, that's not too far away. 45-minute
Gerald
drive or
going to
so.
ICCCCCCC?
Yes.
You better be.
Guys,
Yeah,
I'm about to fall asleep. I've had a long.
The sun's not even down, not even in Eastern time zone.
I know. I'm just. Oh wow. I've been on a roller coaster ride for a whole freaking. I mean, for the last 2 days, wondering if I was going to close.
Now, will you start moving in this weekend?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Okay.
I already took over a couple of things that were just loose.
Hey, Donna. Before you
Yeah.
move into your house, before you move out of your daughter, just clean up the room a little bit. Look at that. Just clean up.
I'm gonna clean it up.
I'm just saying.
Dirty.
Give her a break.
Donna, that jar of pickles.
Just because you're in transition. Oh, Donna's are you a trans lady right now? Transition into your new house?
It's not that dirty. It's not that dirty.
It's not.
You wouldn't be allowed in my house, Donna.
So much stuff in here.
There's a jar of pickles over there.
I witnessed it.
That's her swear jar.
Just wait. Next week, or the next time you stream, you'll see my Monopoly backstage behind me.
Nice.
Do you have Horseopoly? If not, I am not impressed.
What?
Horseopoly.
Yeah, Horseopoly.
Oh, I don't have Opolis. I only have the real thing.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, that was good.
We were young.
That was fine.
Horseopoly. What do you use to? What do you pay with?
No, but I do have
Just lots of it.
What is it called? There is one game that I do have that is a actual Monopoly, and it's
Zachary.
Anyway, it centers around horse racing. I'm trying to think of the
That's
name.
acceptable then.
Kentucky
Is that
Derby.
acceptable?
Yeah, that's acceptable. I'm not good at betting though. I lose a lot.
Yeah. I don't bet because I always lose.
Daryl, you working again tonight?
Yeah, you won today.
Oh man, I feel like I'm on cloud 9, and I feel like I'm about to crash. And that what is that stuff called? Champagne is kind of kicking in a little bit.
Oh.
It'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
It happens.
Yeah. So Donna's gonna go, and then Sarge go. I gotta go too. Yeah. Rogue's like, I got things to do too. And then
No.
we'll be back on.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
All right, guys.
All right, wait. Let me send you out properly here.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, Donna, though. That is exciting.
Thank you.
Congrats.
I look forward to the new background next week or whenever we do it. And
I'm looking forward to seeing her in October.
Huh?
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to seeing her in October.
I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. I'm really excited, and I'm hoping that there's a couple people that I met down that live in Tennessee that they're gonna come surprise everybody. So let's hope that works out.
Cool.
All right, you guys behave.
All right. See you later.
Donna, you too. See you next time.
All right. Have a good night.
Love you guys.
Love you too, Donna. Not as much as Rogue, but oh, he'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back.
They always
It just never ends, does it, Bobby?
what?
No, no.
What?
We get together once when she came up here.
Oh, did we do it again?
Dinner,
Did I do it?
No, nobody did it. It just
and
came up.
they keep trying to fix us up.
That was so funny
Nothing.
today.
What are you trying to make the thumbs up signs there that pop up?
It like randomly just
Yeah.
came up, but nobody had
Yeah.
the concept. This thumb's oh, there you
There
go.
we
Oh,
go.
there it goes.
Sweet.
Nifty.
I wonder if like you farted, it would make a cloud.
Good. Yes.
I have mosquito bites.
Make a
all over.
green cloud.
What's in the tumbler there, John?
Wine.
Of course, naturally.
That was for somebody else last night, but she had to go.
Oh,
You make me like you less.
I like how on this is be responsible. I'm irresponsible.
For today, it said they needed 3 forms of ID.
What?
Right into mine. Yeah, it says
What?
anyone to enter must have 3 forms of ID. Who carries around their social security card and all that?
I got the rooster.
Oh, I see.
Oh, geez, I got my driver's license,
Where's the girl?
my military retiree, and my VA ID with my picture on. Oh, and my concealed carry permit.
No, hurry back.
what's going on,
Domino's
guys?
on.
Mr. Daimio?
Oh no! What are we doing?
Daimio.
Impromptu conspiracy stream tonight? Are
Yeah.
we getting weird? We're getting weird.
And go figure that Daimio would show up for that.
Yeah, what do you
Lewis
think of
Hamilton.
these?
Well, yeah, I'm mighty
Software.
suspicious.
Yeah.
Mighty suspicious.
Yeah, exactly. What's up, guys? How's your Friday going?
Yeah.
Better
Glad this
now.
week is over. It was another crazy week.
Yeah. It's
I hear
Stuff at work.
another crazy day. Who knows what will happen next?
Oh my God.
Who knows what kind of weird stuff we can get into? Oh yeah, but you're talking about just in general with the world right now.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
we've had an assassination attempt, and then
Oh, that's right. We got a
software glitch.
Yeah, I was gonna
today.
say nationwide. So
Well,
I showed
worldwide because it
yeah,
was
worldwide, right?
Flights in Europe and 911.
Oh
system.
yeah,
And banks going down.
yeah. The UK's on fire. Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I had when I came into work and I found out that everything was down, and when I realized what was going on, I started looking at my phone like, okay, is this when it happens?
Yeah.
You know, is the world going to shit all of a sudden?
Maybe I should go by the store and pick up some toilet paper.
So if this is actually a conspiracy stream, you know, it makes one wonder, like, okay, what if COVID was a test in some way, right? Like let's test the world and see how they do with the pandemic. I'm
not a big conspiracy guy, but I do believe that.
Well, and then this was a test of let's see how easy it is and how people react if we just shut down the internet.
Yep, well, I made
globally for a few hours. Let's see what happens then.
It's like when things start crashing, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Bring it, motherfucker.
Yeah. It's just, you know, it gets my mind spinning. Not kind of, you know, irrelevant to my beliefs as to what's conspiracy and what's not. It's just that does kind of, it's like, all right, it's a little weird that all the stuff's happening within the frame of 5 years.
And then I just read today that I guess in about a month, 2 months' time, Iran will have enough enriched uranium to create a few nuclear weapons.
Yeah, I don't know enough about that side of the world. Part of me thinks that Iran has already some sort of like at least prototype of it, right? They might have issues with the programming of how to launch it. Maybe I don't know. But I'm speaking out of my ass right now. I don't know.
Well, even then, the failures with the Chinese rocket program lately, you know, that's been, I think, our saving grace for a little while here, because That's scary stuff over there.
For sure.
Yeah, it would not be good.
So if we're gonna go conspiracy, wait, where's Megan at? She's filling my glass up.
Yeah, I was
Then
gonna
we'll talk about
say.
it.
Let's not
Don't
do
talk
the
about-
flat Earth shit again, because I told you if it was flat, Pats would have pushed everything off it by now.
Hey, if she starts talking flat Earth,
All right,
we can
We're gonna go-
correct that.
Me.
we're gonna go.
Oh
conspiracy.
yeah, for
Here we go,
sure,
guys.
talking about you.
I gotta walk my hands.
Megan hears.
Anything about flat Earth? I
Megan,
know something about it.
Megan
Oh,
hears.
yeah.
Megan hears flat Earth. She goes, "You talking about me?"
I can't film this YouTube anymore. Oh, don't get that dirty.
Megan, why haven't you come onto my channel and talk conspiracies with me?
I don't have Wi-Fi, and I don't know what day you do that actually.
Right now it's Thursdays, but you and John should definitely join one night.
You have to text me and remind me, because I'll forget. I don't work, so my days are and my every day for me is a Saturday.
That sounds very nice.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
I just have to chase children sometimes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I texted
Yeah.
him. He said he's gonna have to cancel baseball.
I don't care right now. I don't. What are you talking about flat Earth for then?
To be completely real, John said, "Where's Megan?" And then we started going into flat Earth.
Hey, get this now. Breaking news. The man who attempted to assassinate Trump flew a drone over the fairgrounds shortly before he was set to speak.
Yeah, I saw that. Crazy
Yeah.
that's even possible.
Yeah. I mean,
If I'm gonna
that
be
whole situation is shady.
You know, it makes you wonder about all those deep state theories, you know? I mean, it really does, because I have been part of details here with presidential and vice presidential visits, you know, just as a local guy. And none of this stuff was left to chance. When Air Force One or Air Force Two was parked at the airport, they rented containers to stack up around the plane so that nobody could have a straight line of sight to the aircraft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When Clinton,
You guys have it on the wrong side.
No, that's it.
We worked with
Right.
we worked with Secret Service. My first time was with Bush Senior, right after the Gulf War.
That's right.
All right, Rogue, you gotta start over. Rogue, you gotta start over. I was doing something stupid.
We helped reinforce the MPs up there and worked with the Secret Service. And then when Clinton came to Rhode Island for Senator John Chafee's funeral, and Air Force One was on the tarmac at TF Green Airport, Providence. Yeah, same thing. Containers. And then, they had uniformed Secret Service on the tarmac, the state police SWAT team, regular uniformed state police, airport police, police agencies from all over the state contributed people to watch Air Force One and then escort the motorcade. And then we were in the church with them. I was like within 20 feet of Clinton.
My biggest criticism against people that say there's no black or the what was the term that we just
Deep
talked
state.
about? The deep state. Sorry, my biggest pushback against people that say that it's a conspiracy is that just look at how like the privatized institutions we have already, where you've got funding coming from different areas that aren't part of the government, but they're literally paying for everything the government's doing. So like that's something that really gets me thinking, and it's a big one in the alien world, right, or UFO world, where because there's people that think that there are UFOs, but they're not out of world, that they're actually just basically government experiments.
I believe that.
Yeah.
And so there's a level of thinking, like for me, where I'm like, okay, well, if all of our like medical institutions, our education, our military is being funded by outside third parties, it's not the craziest idea to think that there could be some sort of a deep state. And that's really where I'm coming from on it. I'm not saying that like 100% everything where that happens is a deep state, but I think that this is something to acknowledge, right? When you've got these are known foundations like BlackRock and all these other companies,
Chrisman.
You're probably a lot more familiar with them, Rogue, but like, because I'm not. I forget what are like the two main manufacturers for weapons. I forget the
Well,
names.
you have General Dynamics, Raytheon.
Raytheon. That's one of the ones I was thinking of.
Halliburton.
But yeah, so you have the
Halliburton is a contractor that provides all kind of services to the government, like from logistics, mechanical support for like aircraft, and
but okay,
you
so
know,
And quote unquote private security.
right.
yes.
So you have these contractors, and you have situations like where medical. I don't know the exact company names, but you've got these situations where medical foundations are funding like news outlets. So like I would say the deep state, as people refer to, are actually the people who like the boards that are running these companies and are working together with companies like Raytheon and all of this. And I think there's a network within that basically holds all the funding to the government, and that's what I would imagine it's just logical that like those are the people that we need to be afraid of, right? And those are the ones that are probably
a lot of these.
I'm afraid of the government.
The military industrial complex is huge.
Right.
They made so much money during like the global war on terror. It isn't even funny. Billions of dollars through no bid contracts.
Well, but do you disagree or agree?
That money doesn't buy influence.
But do you disagree or agree that that's the most logical explanation for the deep state?
Yeah,
right.
I agree. Yeah.
The deep state is the people who hold power that you don't know their names. Like most people like myself don't know even the company's names. You don't know how to track them, but they have
all the strings.
Exactly. And that's like,
there you go.
I find it funny because like people like my father will just immediately, he hears the word deep state and he goes, oh, conspiracy theories. This is all bullshit, and to an extent, I understand. Like, yeah, like they're.
Well, that's just it. A lot of them are complete bullshit, but the issue, that I guess there's just enough truth to some of them, that it's like it makes you wonder. It's plausible. Let's put it that way.
And plus stories like Pizzagate get looped in with all this stuff, and then you get like, that's really where I think this kind of there's like, I think there's a game of like misinformation, right? Where like these people at the top probably send out a bunch of information or fake information. I'm saying, send out a bunch of fake stories for people to hear and fight about. Meanwhile, they're pulling actual strings and moves like that you can't. That we're not seeing. And it's that whole kind of 4D chess idea, right? I know, it's wild stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy. Freaking, they buy influence. So like, hey, we'll give you so much money to your campaign or whatever, or hey, we need permits for this, we want to bypass the State Department, things like that. And then, money buys power.
Yeah, I don't know. It's and so many of these like theories or whatnot. Since we're just talking about the deep state, like I personally think a lot of the misinformation about UFOs is connected to some sort of a deep state. If we're really thinking about that, like, I think like 75% roughly is actual government technology, and then 25% might be the possibility of like an out of world technology, especially once you start looking into like Project Manhattan and Project Paperclip, and like you start and
all the Nazi scientists
exactly Project Blue Book, and we talk about like people in this realm talk about the Nazi scientists a lot and how we just brought them over to help us like learn nukes, but when you start digging into what the Nazi scientists were doing, it gets insane. They were messing with like multidimensional technologies, UFOs. He was looking into old, like, you know, again, this is all theory stuff. Like nothing.
Yeah, remote viewing. And
yeah, exactly. So,
matter
but
of
just
fact, coming up Monday on the Sean Ryan show, he's going to be talking with like a leading expert in like remote viewing. This thing called the Stargate Project.
yeah, he's had a few people on with remote viewing. That one's hard for me to grasp. Like, I really can't. I don't put a definite like I believe or I disbelieve.
Wait, what's the Stargate thing?
It's remote viewing.
They can kind of like predict.
It's astral projection, essentially.
Like your actions, what you'll do, what you'll say, just from like simple cues, you know, like certain things you say.
Right, but the whole thing with remote viewing is that you can. Do you know what astral what Luke does in the sequel trilogy? That's that's basically remote viewing. Like, you put yourself in a situation miles away in a place you've never been, but you're somehow able to like project your consciousness into another area. Like, it really is wild. It's out there. Like, I don't buy it for the most part.
I remember.
I watched the interview because I watched or listen to the Sean Ryan show every week, and he has
I do
the
too.
most amazing guests on there. It's unbelievable.
When I was working the.
Go on.
Go ahead, Damian.
No. I've been talking a lot. You go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I remember back in the day when I was working the street, you know, when you were on midnight shift, it was long periods of tedium. So, you know, we would listen to late night talk radio with Coast to Coast AM, and those guys, they would routinely have things about remote viewing and stuff, and it was actually fascinating to listen to.
It is. It's just hard, and so to what Rogue was saying, like,
is it my ear?
Sean Ryan has had guests on about remote viewing, so I know a little bit about it, but like, one of the guests he had on was saying it's something that like you take courses for and you learn how to do it. Like, you're not just gonna like, it's not like some magic skill that you can just like start doing. Like, you have to train to do it, and then you get better at it a lot. Like, it's like learning a software.
Matter of fact, there's a trailer for the upcoming episode from Monday, and he does a thing like with a laptop. He's asking Sean questions. It's kind of like a live demo, and it's like spot on. And it's like, whoa! Like,
did y'all ever watch the movie The Men Who Stare at Goats?
Yeah, I was just gonna bring that up. I was literally in the moment of doing that. That's hilarious. That's it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I need to go back and watch it because that came out when I was younger, and I didn't act. I haven't given it
seen that movie in years.
I need to look it up and see where I can get it at, even, because I haven't watched it in years either. But
I wouldn't doubt if it's available on Amazon.
I'm sure it is.
I'm a fan of George Clooney. I like most movies that he does. So
fuck him, that leftist piece of shit.
Look, Bobby, you start doing that. Bobby, you start basing who you watch off of their politics. You're not going to have much to watch.
That's why I don't watch much.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Scott, you can watch it on for free on Amazon Prime.
Awesome. I'll have to check it out.
Bobby,
yeah, you can watch it for free.
But maybe this will help, Bobby. At the end of the day, they're actors. They act for a living. They pretend for a living.
I know.
So monkey.
They may be good actors, but their politics suck, and it makes them shitty people.
What I'm saying is, half the time, their politics are probably just another extension of their acting. If you get what I'm saying,
Yeah,
I don't really pay. It's. Have you been watching House of the Dragon?
Yes.
Oh, you don't?
Okay, George R.R. Martin's one of the biggest lefty motherfuckers out there.
Oh yeah, I know.
You know.
Yeah.
But
I needed something to offset the travesty that was The Acolyte.
Yeah,
I watched
right.
the first episode of Game of Thrones, and I haven't seen any of it since.
Really, I fucking those first 5 seasons are incredible. I
You know,
fucking
and
love.
the thing is I have actually watched a number of HBO movies that they produced that I
Yeah.
absolutely adored. I absolutely loved the Pentagon Wars with Carrie Elways
Oh
and
God, yeah.
Well,
oh God, what's his name? Fraser Crane, Kelsey
Kelsey
Grammer.
Yep.
well, Share
Yeah, it was all
Chernobyl.
about the Bradley fighting vehicle.
Did
Yeah,
you guys did you guys watch Chernobyl?
Yes.
I did not.
That was good.
That's got to be one of the best
That was
like
very good.
miniseries I've ever seen.
I've had a lot of people say it's really good, but we don't have
Yeah.
HBO.
Stellan Skarsgård, fucking incredible.
Yep.
All right, so what were the topics for tonight, John?
Well, here I
Or-
got rid of them all. Here, let's see. We did. Well, it's basically Lewis Hamilton's fault for today. That's pretty much
So-
what it comes down to.
We Secret Service report confirms total stand down.
we finished freaking Donna, right?
Rogue did.
Yeah.
How the hell can I finish it from Rhode Island?
Salacious Crumb freaking
It's
Donna.
not that big, John. I wish
You
it were.
were projecting. You were projecting from Rhode Island. Where's she at?
Oh
Kentucky?
yeah. So yeah, they saw this big pale white freaking schwanz traveling through the air towards Tennessee or Kentucky. Oh, someone's projecting their dick.
Yeah, you would
You
think
know?
there'd be a no-fly zone over a Trump rally, right?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, are we going there? Is it conspiracy or just some lunatic?
I don't know.
He had help.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of on that same
I'm
line of
sorry.
thought.
Supposedly now he's flying a drone. Then he had a remote with him on the rooftop.
Well,
Supposedly rigged to explosives in his car and then his home. Then he had 3 encrypted phones. Okay, who was he talking through that he needed 3 encrypted phones?
also they apparently can't get into the phone.
Right.
Get the
Oh, no,
fuck out of get
they
the
got
fuck
into
out of
his
here.
phones, but supposedly there's nothing. They've only like his search history. He's had pictures of like other mass murderers on there, and
I don't
things.
believe a word of what they're
Yeah,
putting
me
out
neither.
was on the phone.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
You know, and supposedly the head of the Secret Service is supposed to be in like hearings on Monday, but they're closed, so we won't know. You know exactly what happens.
Well, there might be confidential information discussed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine
National security importance.
That's
Look,
okay.
look.
I got clearance.
for a second, imagine if Biden got shot at like this, it would be, they would do whatever they can to figure
Oh
this
yeah, they
out
would
and
move
tell
heaven
us.
and earth.
Well, he
And-
wouldn't even know he got shot. I'm just saying. Yeah.
I mean, he can't navigate stairs, but
Yeah, and imagine too. Also, on the other side, if RFK Jr. got shot at, it'd be the same situation here with not the same, but it would be they wouldn't give a shit either if he got shot at, right?
now
But-
too, they're saying it wasn't most of the agents on site weren't Secret Service; they were Homeland Security. So they weren't like fully trained on how to do like the protection detail.
Well, the way it sounds like the PSP is the one that took the shot, not Secret Service.
Yeah.
Wait, what's
there's-
PSP? PC? What is it?
Pennsylvania State Police.
PCP.
Okay.
But
PSP.
now that like that famous shot and video of like the 2 guys in black with the bolt action rifles, they didn't take the shot. It was another team, and supposedly they took the shot from almost 400 yards away.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like, we don't know what to believe.
Got shot.
We got
It's
shot.
like something changes every day.
Supposedly the tree or the building blocked their view from the north
Yeah.
sniper nest.
But yeah, it was that whole thing was a total goat fuck. I mean,
Maybe he'll have all the rest of his vents indoors.
I think that's what they're suggesting. The
No,
next event,
like he hasn't been on. He won't come on here because he knows how we are.
him and JD
He's
Vance
been on here
have
forever.
an event tomorrow, I think in Michigan, and it's at an indoor venue. Yeah,
there's people in the crowd like yelling at him that somebody's on the roof.
They still let him take the stage, which is
It's not a Graber stream unless Matt Russman posts that, is it?
Oh, there we go. There we go. Now I feel loved.
Yeah, it's.
Hey, why do we highlight Matt's comments? I'm still trying to figure that out.
The wall with that situation was dropped big time.
Oh yeah, no question.
As soon as it happened, I was like, okay, someone fucked up.
Yeah.
Big time.
Why just keep an eye on a guy with a rifle? Why not? I mean, are you waiting for him to make the first shot? It's too late then. It'll be too late.
It's like, okay, he was seen before with a golf range finder looking around. Like, okay, that way when that happened, he became a suspicious person. Okay.
In my experience, though, that would have been enough to eject him from the event.
Exactly. You go, you surround him. What are you doing here? Why do you have that? Maybe not arrest him, but detain him.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They have the right to eject him from the event.
Exactly, because anywhere like the current president or any former president and the Secret Service are on site, that's a federally protected area. And it's pretty much like, like there's no rules. They can slap you in cuffs, they cuff you and stuff you, and that's it. They'll hold you till the event.
Basically, the instructions they gave us,
Yeah. So, that whole thing, it's fishy. It's fishy. And then they show the people there's a guy on the roof with a gun. There's a guy on the roof with a gun. And they only set their perimeter at 150 yards. And then supposedly the local police and state police have the outer perimeter. I can take somebody that's never shot before and within 15 minutes teach them to make shots at 200 yards.
Well, and the thing is this guy was 154 yards from him, they said?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Screw you.
Good Lord.
Yeah, and I heard people talking about it on a podcast, like, oh, well, he was using iron sights, but if you're a good
I
shot,
did it with iron sights at 154 yards.
I've made hits out past 300 with iron sights.
You're highly trained and are in the military. So,
well, even before I was in the military, my dad taught me how to shoot, and iron sights.
I can't look. I'll tell you.
Accurate.
I'll tell you. I can't say confidently that I can hit that 100% of the time, especially in a situation like that. But when I do buy my rifle this month, I'm not even thinking about scopes yet. I'm just going to buy a platform with good iron sights and train on that and learn.
Honestly, that's the best way to go.
Yeah, iron sights. That's the basics.
Okay, see,
once you master iron sights,
going in, Kit?
You got that right, Sundowners.
Hey, Sundowners, what part?
Sundowners, I didn't even know who she was until about 3 weeks ago.
I can give you 2 reasons. I can spot her.
Yeah, exactly. So what now, since we're on this topic, one thing that I heard, and again, very fishy, is that his accuracy was so off because there was an actual cop coming up to him while he was shooting. That's one of the pieces.
I mean, if your adrenaline is going,
but
if he wasn't snapped in, if he didn't have a stable platform, and he just started popping shots off.
But here's the
that
thing.
gun doesn't group well at all, anyway.
But here's the thing. Let's forget firearms for a second. If a police officer is told there's a gunman on top of this roof, get up there and check it out. Your gun as a policeman, I would imagine.
Isn't that what they use?
Yeah, too slope. Yep.
Yeah.
Right, but
I guess the cop that tried to get on the roof was on somebody else's shoulders. and he was using both hands to like pull himself up, so he couldn't use a radio or draw a gun. I guess when his head popped over the edge of the roof, the guy swung his rifle at him, and he dropped down.
Okay, that's different from what I had heard, but
he fell to the ground. That's what his police chief is saying.
Yeah, but I'm thinking, and again, I don't know the whole design of the structure of what he was climbing.
Yeah.
I'm thinking he wasn't just out in the open. I'm thinking he was able to get up on top of the roof and he popped out from like an angle. That's kind of what I was thinking, right?
Well, you know, the thing that gets me is every event that I have ever worked here, they have always run EOD and you know, well, that's just it. That's where I was going. EOD and those EOD canines are also trained to detect gunpowder as well.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, they can.
What's EOD? What's EOD?
Explosive Ordnance Disposal.
All right.
Yeah, bomb techs.
You know, and they've always run bomb dogs and they run sniffers, and I mean they do all kinds of stuff with these events. And that's what I don't get is how did he hide a gun in there somewhere? That's what I don't get.
Supposedly he did his like his site reconnaissance, got his info he wanted, then he went back to his vehicle, or he had the weapon stashed somewhere to retrieve it, and then I guess he got access to the roof from like climbing on an air conditioning unit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But he had to have stashed that on the ground somewhere beforehand. There's no way he came through a security checkpoint with that.
Yeah, he wouldn't have been able to get.
Let's forget for a second the amount of people, or him getting through it, like the amount of people that saw him with it, like.
Yeah.
And so I hear a lot of people talk like blaming the Secret Service only, but when you really start thinking about it, there had to have been multiple levels of security there. Like I'm sure there was private security, police officers.
He doesn't show up anymore. We're not good enough for him anymore.
Yeah,
he's all highfalutin.
But
I was just playing Helldivers before I came on here.
But you know what I'm saying? Like there had to have been private security, police officers, and Secret Service, and you're telling me all of them weren't communicating with each other, and you had multiple people saying, "Hey, like this is, you know, we've seen this. What are you going to do about it?" It's just weird.
We are talking about you. Since you're too good for
that whole situation is funky. So, but did you see the first night of the RNC convention when Trump came in? There was like a wall of big dudes from the Secret Service that just like flanked him.
I know somebody the next day made the comment on one of the shows I was listening to that he did not have the DEI crew around him.
Yeah,
no.
Exactly. Yeah. So, we're not going to get all the information because the Secret Service is not going to admit how bad they fucked up. So it'll be like, oh, it was a lapse in judgment, and like they'll find someone to take the fall, like some low-ranking, like the agent in charge on site or something.
Well, they're already trying to throw it off on the Butler Township Police. All 12 of them. Their entire department is 12 officers.
On that department. 12.
And that's not their deal.
No, supposedly they said, they had them controlling traffic. So you had the Secret Service and then I guess the Pennsylvania State Police. And the TAC team that you saw like in the multicam, I believe that was the state police. So
and again, that's not their deal. It's the president of the United or former. Still, he gets Secret Service.
Yeah, but like whenever the president travels anywhere, your local.
They rely heavily on local agencies.
Yeah. They the Secret Service can't do it alone, so they need.
And they're not equipped for something like that.
We had at the time I was working, we had 320 officers, and our TAC team was mobilized during the entire visit.
Yeah. Yeah, like say if he travels to you know, say a big municipality like New York City, you have like the New York City Emergency Services Unit, which is they have SWAT teams. Of course, the NYPD is the biggest police department in the country, so
Oh yeah.
they have their officers, you know, with control motorcades and blocking off traffic, on-site security, you know, access control, all that. The Secret Service can't do it alone because they don't have enough agents.
Yeah. NYPD has more officers than most cities have people.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
I'm going home to get pants. I'll be right back.
All right.
But
We can
like,
go
so,
inside. I should probably turn the air off, huh?
like whenever he went, you know, say like his next thing, which is I think it's Michigan, they said, you know, you'll have the Secret Service, you'll have the Michigan State Police, whatever local PD there, and then they'll take officers from probably every department in the state to help reinforce, especially if it's in the middle of a city. So, and then you got to secure Air Force One at the airport. And if supposedly he can't, if it's too like congested for a motorcade, then he's got to be flown in Marine One.
Right.
Then they got to secure a landing zone for Marine One.
Yep.
All that. So it takes a lot of people.
Yeah, when Bush came down here after the hurricanes, it was they literally couldn't land Marine One at our airport, so they had to do it at a neighboring city and fly them over.
Yeah.
Well, I will say this though, in defense of the Secret Service, I mean they're used to for the last 4 years of crowds of like 12, 13 people.
Oh.
I'm just saying. If that.
Yeah, but you got to remember too.
And half
the
that's
Secret Service is also protecting every other living president.
Yeah.
You know, former president.
So where did the Secret Service start out at?
Well, the Secret Service was created after Lincoln was shot because they're actually part of the Department of the Treasury.
Yeah, it was Pinkerton, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yep.
it was originally
There you
Pinkerton.
go. There you
Yeah.
go.
Pinkerton. Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Mm-hmm.
And aren't they from a Scottish background? The Pinkertons.
I think the family has of Scottish origin.
It is, right?
I believe so.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, it might be actually a fun episode to do on my channel for the Lincoln assassination, because one could argue he got shot like maybe from a more simple version of it, but like they didn't like what he was doing. They, as in some person, and called for his assassination, right? I don't know. I'm not saying I believe that. First of all,
you could do a thing, you know, like presidential assassinations, you know.
Yeah.
Lincoln.
Well, okay. Look at RFK. That one. And if you guys have read the book MK Ultra, I haven't yet. I've started it, but there's some very, very weird stuff with that assassination.
Yeah.
You know, so, and look, he was against a lot of this stuff. He was anti-establishment. You know, he was going against the grain on a lot of things. You could argue there are a lot of parallels between Trump and RFK.
Well, a lot of people said that about JFK too. You know, he was kind of an independent thinker, and
I mistaked. I made a mistake. I meant JFK, not RFK.
That's
well, RFK was running for president when he was assassinated.
Right. So Oswald, right? Like yeah. I meant JFK, not RFK. It's just because RFK's in the presidential race right now, so
RFK Jr. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. I messed up with the two families. But that assassination, like, there's a lot of weird things, like the angle of where he was shot, and the bullet that they presented was like anyone that has shot a gun and knows ballistics, the simplest of manners knows that a bullet will mushroom, right, even when it goes through a body, but the bullet that they presented was a standard,
perfectly intact. Yes,
exactly right.
At all.
Right. So there are some. See, I don't actually know the RFK Senior thing, but the JFK is what I'm talking about right now. And then apparently the person that ended up shooting Oswald was just like he was like a kitchen worker at a restaurant of some sort, right? He was the one that took him out when there were cops all around Oswald.
No, he was a mobster.
Yeah, that was
the guy that shot him. Yeah, he was a mobster.
Yeah, RFK was killed by Sirhan.
Sirhan, yeah.
Yeah, it's a kitchen worker, I believe.
Well,
I gotta say that kitten looks like it is having a ball on that cat tower behind you, Damian.
Well, I'd much rather have him. That's why I bought it, because if he's not having a ball on that cat tower, he's fucking running up my leg, and no, like he'll take a sprinting start and then just like attach to my thigh, and it fucking hurts. Dude, he's been drawing blood on me for the past like 2 weeks. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll get a kitten. It's fucking cute. And then like you don't think about like the amount of pain you're gonna go through having one. No, but
what's his name?
Boba.
Nice.
Boba?
Yeah.
Nice.
Boba Fett. I am Boba Fett.
I am Boba Fett.
Yeah. No, it's honestly it's really fun having him. I love the fucker, but like, yeah, he will take a running start and then jump on my leg and just attach to it. So like, dude, it hurts.
I remember those days.
Yeah, it hurts. I bought it and I'm like, oh, I hope you never grow. I hope you never grow up. And then now I'm like, please, please get older and mature and relax.
Ours was born feral under my parents' house. She's black with a white chest and white mittens, and she's polydactyl, so she's got the extra toes on all her feet. She's a Hemingway cat.
Okay.
And her twin brother that was born with her looked like a pure-blooded Siamese. So they couldn't look more different. And she's 14 now. And you go to pet her and she'll lean into it, and then all of a sudden she'll reach around and chomp on you.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, everybody.
Look at that. Look at
the
that.
Power of one. The power of two.
Oh God, please no.
I can do that. There's a kid
here. This cat was born. I got it at like a month and a half. And it was raised at that time, just outside, like just very wild. The family I got it from, they have a decent sized property like out here in Texas. So they kind of their cats are more like outdoor. They don't even let them inside the house. So this thing, when I got it, like it was kind of scared for a few days, but then once it warmed up, it just started like running amok in my apartment. It's fucking. Thank God it was smart with the litter box. I haven't dealt with any, like, maybe once it pooped on the carpet, but like once it knew where the litter box was, it's been fine. But like, man, this fucker, like he'll bite the shit out of me. Like literally the other night, bit my finger and blood started like getting drawn. I'm like, God damn it. And I love cats, so I've raised one litter in my lifetime, so like I knew what to expect, but I'm like, oh, this is like I'm ready for it to be over already, like his kitten days, because he's wild. I mean, like I'll wake up to him like in the middle of the night and like early in the morning, just, like, chewing, like going ham on my foot. I'm like, God damn it, let me sleep. Like I gotta work in a few hours. Stop chewing on me.
They're nocturnal.
Sundown.
Yeah.
You ever have any problems with pussies?
No, not really. I'm symbiotic with that. Hey, I was reading this interview. Have y'all talked about the Leslie Headland Collider interview?
No.
Which one is that?
It is a treasure trove of why things are the way they are. Like, she didn't pull any, like, she talks, first of all, she's got somebody that did the article that clearly is just like, you're the greatest thing ever. This is the greatest show ever. I'm on my third watch. And so it's totally tailored for her. But like, you know, first of all, you know, if you have a director or showrunner and somebody interviews them, you know, they're going to say things like, no, that's not exactly what we're going for. Or, yeah, you're reading too much into it. They're going to contradict. But like everything she was asked, she was like, 100%. You're exactly right. So I didn't realize that the hole, she said this, the hole that they had on Brendock where the witches, you know what that hole is? They were trying to go for the same thing of Last Jedi with the hole with Rey.
Mm-hmm.
And that worked out so well.
Would they say the hole symbolizes the vaginal canal, the birth, the uterus, and the, like, she said that in the interview.
Yeah. What a load of crap.
And then she says, talking about killing Saul, she says, well, it inevitably had to happen because, you know, of the patriarchal protectionism that girls have with their fathers. So you get to a point in life where you need to cut the cord of that patriarchal protectionism that fathers, that basically she said Saul is basically the father ultimately of Osha, right? And so that's why she kills him. Even though he tells her, I thought I was protecting you. I'm sorry. And he tells her at the end, I love you. He says, I love, and then she kills him. He doesn't get to say you. But literally, like, you're sitting there thinking, this girl is saying in an interview that whatever her issues were with her father, which I don't know, I don't give a shit. But any daughter that has a good relationship with their father, the protectionism of the father never stops until the father dies. Like fathers protect their children until the day the father drops dead. It doesn't matter if the child is 40, and especially daughters. And it doesn't matter how strong. So this girl is so mentally ill, and whatever happened to her in her childhood, that she basically is saying she had to kill the guy to end the patriarchal protectionism. And you're like, that's fucking Star Wars, you moron. And the fact that, you know, if she says this in an interview, that she said it in the meetings with Kathy Kennedy and Pablo Hidalgo and Dave Filoni.
Well, look, I was going to say, because it's not, because a lot of people on quote unquote our side of Star Wars, and I say that like for the people that don't like Disney Star Wars, they always blame things on Kathleen Kennedy. Look, at the end of the day, what's Dave Filoni's position right now?
He's the head of creative. He approved it.
Chief creative director. And it's known he approved every single thing from Ki-Adi-Mundi, Plagueis, and Yoda being in this show. He's approved all of it, which means he read through the script. He knows exactly what's being used in terms of the lore. He, like, dude, I'm so done with this whole. And again, I don't want to make this a shit on John. It's your show. Did you watch The Acolyte? Do you like it?
I can't imagine John liking it.
I did not watch it. I refused to watch it.
Okay.
A line was crossed.
Great first episode of your podcast.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
I did too.
I did not watch it. There was a line crossed for Star Wars is for kids. Don't bring lesbians and all that. It was a line crossed. I will not watch it.
Not only that, Dave Filoni, and because I was about to rip on it, like I just wanted to be respectful, but Dave Filoni approved a scene where a guy is heavily implied. A guy is undressed in front of a girl and is walking out butt ass naked. Like,
yeah, that's not Star Wars. It's not.
Come on, that's never been Star Wars.
And she's staring at it. So
yeah, she's staring at the meat seeker.
So we can criticize Obi-Wan. You can criticize Book of Boba Fett and Ahsoka, but your kids can watch those shows. Now, you may say they're not any good. They're
you
not
go.
Star Wars quality, have different opinions, but my kids can watch those shows.
Agreed.
You read this interview with Leslie Headland, and in every other paragraph, she's talking about sexual tension and that this lightsabers are phallic symbols. And I mean, like, it's like,
Well,
dude,
and
like,
the whip, the whole like, and I understand the whip is like it's in the extended universe, so like
right.
I'm not like because the Bane trilogy is one of my favorites, but like I don't know everything I've seen from it. It's
So
I
she's like,
think
we wanted to make these characters to where, the choices that they make, that you have empathy and you understand that the Jedi are severely flawed, and so you're like, so you just made a show where every character in the show is a murderer. Every character. Saul is a murderer. The witches are murderers. Both of the sisters are murderers. May starts out murdering, and then Osha murders. Khamir is a murderer, but he's a Sith, so you kind of expect that. But it's like, who are your main characters? So your main characters are murderers, and you're telling kids, if they watch it and they're 10, 12, 13, whatever, and they go, so this person is feeling this emotion, betrayed by this person who's supposed to protect them. The person goes before them at the end and says, I'm sorry. I did do this, and I was trying to protect you. I thought you were it threatened, but I'm sorry that I did this, and they murder him.
Well, look, so why I brought up the whip was because when Khamir or whatever his name is had all the scars on his back, people were starting to speculate it was the light whip.
That's what it was.
Right. And dude, all throughout my feed from all these Star Wars accounts, we're talking about like they started making all these sexual references to a whip, in bed. And it's like that's who she's trying to cater to. These sick fucks, degenerates, like that's how I view it.
And then at the end, the girl goes in that knows all the stuff that's happened and is going to go talk to Yoda. So now you just took Yoda and
now he's complicit.
You made Yoda aware of every single thing that's happened, so that by the time we get to the Phantom Menace, it's like he knows all this stuff. And you took the main character of the show and Saul, and you're like, he killed these people and he went rogue and he committed suicide. So now you have two characters in the show, one that committed suicide right in front of us. So now you're telling children about suicide, and you say the word suicide. And then you get to the end of the show and you go, the character that the people have been following for the whole show, Saul, who is the main Qui-Gon, the main Jedi character, he committed suicide. Man, that's a fantastic show to have kids watch.
So Sean, I didn't watch the series, but is everything talking about how the first Force choke was it actually implied or confirmed that like her Force choking Saul, like is that supposed to be the first Force choke?
They don't say that in the show, but the whole point is learning how to kill without a lightsaber.
Okay,
without a lightsaber.
Well, but I keep seeing things about people saying like the first Force choke, and that just goes against everything, even if you're in High Republic, because I am especially with Plagueis, I'm just trying to connect dots here, and like Force choking's been around long before.
It's the earliest Force choke that we've seen on screen in terms of the timeline, on shows or TV.
Sure, but I'm thinking Old Republic versus High Republic, and
listen, it all goes out the window, Damio, because Plagueis is supposed to be like between 1 and 15 years old if you follow the timeline of the books. And he's sitting in a cave looking over them. So you got to throw Darth Plagueis, one of the best books in the expanded universe, which became Legends. They don't care about any of the timeline stuff. They wouldn't have brought in Caddy Mundi if they would have done that. And then Yoda, it's all just like let's bring in Yoda because it'd be so cool. I was speechless when we got to bring in Yoda. So like it's awful storytelling. Here's another example of just bad writing. While these people are not qualified, she has Saul trying to save the two twins, and now he's told Osha we're going to save May. We can save May. He gets May on the ship, and she's tied up, and he goes, I want to tell you what happened. You're going to listen. I need to tell you. I tried to save you both, but I couldn't. So he's clearly trying to save May. She escapes from the ship, and he starts putting the tracker on. He's going to shoot her down. He's going to kill her. And the little beaver, runs up and knocks the tracking off, whatever, and he can't shoot. He can't kill her. You're like, so 5 minutes ago, you wrote it into the script that he's trying to save May and explain what happened. And 5 minutes later, he's going to shoot her down. And then he ends up like nothing makes sense. It's like every episode you could say, why are these people going here? What is this person doing? Why is this happening? Like, and you think there's going to be an explanation? There never is any explanation for anything. Like the green Venestra is like, gets on the comms at the Jedi Temple, is like, I need to speak with him. Like, this is highly unorthodox, but I'll see what I could go through the other channels. You're assuming she's asking for Yoda, and you're like, so Yoda's like the Pope? You have to go through, like, this is a Jedi master at the Jedi Temple, and who deals with the Senate, and they're like, well, I have to get on his calendar. Like, let's check his Outlook calendar and see when Yoda's available. Like, it's so stupid, and it blows your mind that, like, not only these people bring in agendas. Leslie Headland was hired because she wants to destroy the patriarchy, right? She's traumatized as a kid, and she's brought that into her creativity in the entertainment business, right? And so she's wanting to destroy the patriarchy, and the way to do that is, I get to work in Star Wars and destroy the patriarchy of the Jedi.
It's already destroyed. It was destroyed in the sequel trilogy, and it's continued to be destroyed.
Well, the sequel trilogy destroyed Luke and Han and Leia in the original trilogy foundations. This is tearing at the prequel foundations.
I mean, arguably, what happened in Mando season 2 or 3 destroyed the prequel trilogy stuff. I'm not with the Jedi, but with
Rise of Skywalker kind of harmed the prequel trilogy as well.
Hey. All right, keep talking. I gotta set up a screen here.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
No, dude, it is. And the whole thing is like, nobody's watching this show. That's the other thing. If you look at Luminate's viewership, this is getting like 1/3 of the ratings of Mando season 3. 1/3.
That's sad because Mando season 3 sucked and no one watched it.
Well, if you look at who did I send this to? So I'm gonna send it to you, Damio, and you can share it on the screen if you want to.
I can't. I don't have power to do that. Or send it to me. I'll be able to just send it to me.
Okay.
I think because they were talking.
Here you go.
About...
This is like, will blow your mind how bad this is, because people can talk about agendas and identity politics and all the stuff with Lucasfilm, but at the end of the day, none of that matters if a bunch of people are watching it and they'll make more. Like, all that matters is the viewership, right? That's really what matters.
Big extension cord
behind on the ground.
No, it's a heavy duty one.
Oh,
and
this one?
No,
they don't want these numbers out.
Oh God, no.
I mean, it's through 5.5 weeks, so it did not include 6, 7, and 8. But even if you doubled the viewership, you would still end up at about 70% of what Ahsoka did. Even if you double it.
I'm gonna have to wait for John, but I do have it up.
You see what I'm saying? So what you do is you take the number of episodes times the total minutes, and then you get an average, right? Of like 280 million minutes, which doesn't even put you in the top 20 on Nielsen.
Wow.
maybe top 15. But if you pull up Nielsen, like the 10th, 11th place are like 300 plus million minutes. Dude, it's
Uh-oh.
dude, you gotta read that. She talks about Shmi Skywalker, and like you gotta read that interview. What's up, Daryl?
Hey, Daryl.
Howdy.
Daryl's got the hair going too.
I was gonna say, is that real hair, Daryl?
Yeah.
Bro, I did not know you had long hair. That was throwing me off. Throwing me off, man.
Yeah, people think I got a mullet, but no, it's long all over.
I was going to say, yeah, you got a whole like Billy Ray Cyrus thing kind of going.
Yeah.
Oh, don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart.
Yeah. My achy breaky heart. Daryl, good to see you, man. It's been a minute.
Yeah, I got to cut out, folks. Get some shit to do. So, all
right, Bobby.
Talking to y'all.
Later, Bobby.
So, I will catch you all later.
See you, Bobby.
Bobby, see you, brother.
Yeah.
We'll see you, Bobby.
Daryl, correct me if I'm wrong. This isn't your normal background and setup, right?
No, that's we're starting to pack.
Ah, where are you headed?
About 30 feet. Getting a new house moved in on the property.
Hell
in
yeah,
a few
man.
weeks. So we're starting the process.
Correct.
And my dumbass went and got there's three big boxes of Star Wars stuff. I just got.
Are you in the Fort Worth area?
About 15 minutes south. I'm in Joshua.
Okay, so, yeah. So, are you gonna go to San Antonio? The con?
I don't know. I might.
No, it's a big one that you just got.
I'm
a couple weeks before. I'm going to be down in Houston.
I'm thinking of
the new big one.
I'm thinking of going there. So if we should maybe talk, because if you do end up going, it'd be an absolute pleasure to meet up.
Oh hell yeah, dude!
Daryl, are you going to ICCCCCC?
No.
What the?
He said that before, John.
He don't remember.
I don't pay attention.
Yeah,
we around here because I'm pretty.
Yeah, we know that, John. We know you don't pay attention. John, are you at your computer? Can you share the screen real quick while you're working? Yeah, share what I have pulled up.
Compared to
all right, let me zoom in a little bit.
I mean, this is not good.
Wow.
Book of Boba Fett. Wow, that's.
So all I know is Ahsoka blew it out of the water. That's all I know.
Well, yeah. I mean, listen. So we've got episodes 6, 7, and 8 to add to this. So let's say Acolyte doubles. You know, they get to. Let's say they get to 3 billion total minutes. That's still 70% of Ahsoka.
I tell you what, I would like to see the comparison of how those all compare to Mando season 2, because that had to blow all of them out of the water.
Yes, it did. What I would like to see is take away all the views that were doing it just to review the show, and have just the people who wanted to watch it. Take away that, and it's probably maybe half that.
Well, listen, Daryl, this whole thing about the underrepresented population and Leslie Headland's demographic, right, represents like 3% of the population or less.
Mm-hmm.
So you're looking at it's like if you're going in front of Shark Tank and you're trying to sell a widget, you're like, I've got this product, and they're like, so let me get this straight. Your product is only targeting less than 3% of the U.S. population. And of that 3%, there's no data that says that even 10% of those 3% would watch the show because it's sci-fi and fantasy, and they don't really watch that. So they would say, we're not giving you $180 million. That's insane. Like, the fact that they brought this team in to talk about these issues around Star Wars is, I mean, it's bad business.
Yeah, absolutely.
We could argue about every one of these other shows and put Andor to the side for a minute because that's not really for kids.
And Andor was actually good.
Yeah, all those other shows, whether you like them or think they're garbage, kids can watch those other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with Andor, you know, they were going for, hey, we want to win some awards and we want to like kind of deal with some adult themes around rebellions and revolutions and just kind of see if there's an adult audience for this. And there really wasn't. It wasn't a bad show. But
Sean, let's be real honest for a moment here. Leslie Headland isn't thinking about kids watching. And if she is, she doesn't care what she's doing with the show.
Well, she may think kids need to be exposed to these issues, right?
Right, but it's funny you say the word exposed because there's literally like I'm caught up on that scene. Like there's a scene of a guy exposing himself to another person. That tell me in one area, doesn't matter how bad or quality or lore wise the show, like these different shows that have been coming out under Disney, there has not ever once been a scene in the history of Star Wars where someone's exposing themselves to another
and
person.
then, oh, by the way, the person that's the female that gets exposed to, which you would think that would be an issue, turns on the screen and stares down.
Well, it's very clear what they did in that scene, and you could argue, like just to play devil's advocate, someone could probably argue that, like, oh well, there's that weird thing with Leia and Luke, but they didn't know who they. That's the whole. But you see what I'm saying there, right? Like,
yeah, I'm sorry, I was laughing at Risman.
Oh yeah. That's
what did Risman say?
Damio's a prude.
Damio's a prude.
Yeah, if you're okay with nudity like that in Star Wars,
Well,
it's never,
you know,
never been
another
about
thing.
that.
What's the age gap?
Oh, between Kamir and Osha?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question. Well,
because
it's
he
been
looks
16
like maybe in his 30s and she's still in her teens, right?
No, because it was 16 years after she was a girl.
Yeah, there's probably 10 years or less.
Yeah, so she's in her mid to late 20s because she's like 8 or 9 when the witches thing happens, and then 16 years pass.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, she looks like 16.
Of course. Well, she's a horrible actress. Every scene she's like this. Here's her three expressions. Like she a horrible actress. And I don't have any opinion on her politics. I don't care about any of that. I don't care. Like, she's just a bad actress. The biggest indictment of the show is that it's just not a good show. Nothing makes sense. Like,
no.
There's no
clips I've seen. I haven't watched the show. I've just seen clips of it, and those clips are like, what?
So Matt redacted his message, but he said they seem the same age. Apparently,
maybe.
Yeah, they are. He says they are the same age. Apparently, he's all right with scenes like that in Star Wars.
But so, and I don't. He's probably right. But here's another question then.
Who gives a shit how old? Okay.
But here's the problem. Let's say they're the same age. And that means that Kamir was, because we know that he was being trained by Venestra and he went rogue. She hit him on the back with her whip. So does that mean that Osha never saw Kamir when they were training at the Jedi Academy? Or if they're the same age?
Kamir even asked Saul, he said, "You don't remember me? You don't recognize me?" Like, he should have recognized him from.
And then she steps
training.
off the ship, Venestra, and she's like, "You're alive." And so you're like, okay, so if they are the same age or roughly the same age, like, she never saw Kamir as a child at the temple, or I don't know. Listen, there's so many different questions you can go through, and then you finally realize the answer to every bad story writing question in the show, the answer is, who gives a shit?
True.
Nobody cares.
They didn't even get the Force right, because it's like you would know somebody who has Force powers because you can sense their presence.
It's like the main character, and I know people are like, they're going to bring Trinity and Dara back because she was in the Matrix and she's got to have a bigger role. No. She died.
No,
like
she was clickbait.
Torben, for him to have killed himself, what did he do that was so bad? He didn't do anything. He just wanted to go back to Coruscant. Like
he just wanted out of the show.
Leslie wanted to put a suicide scene in there because people get upset and sometimes the way out is suicide. So let's put this in there because that's a theme that people tie into.
Yeah. And people are saying that, this is like bad fanfic. No, that don't work because you got to be a fan for that to happen.
Yeah. And listen, extremely bad fanfic because there's people that have done fan films that were, for $200,000 that are better than this. But
even less. The Bucketheads. Bucketheads is beautiful.
The little beaver that keeps Saul from and then you realize, why did he?
Pronoun beaver.
Yeah, why did he dismantle the so Saul couldn't try? And then Leslie's answer was, well, he knows something's wrong. Like Saul's going to shoot her down. He's going to shoot her down, and 5 minutes earlier, he's trying to save her, and it's so stupid. Like
he turned heel face to heel again.
They all did. At the end of the show, you look up and you go, every single character on the show were murderers. They were all murderers.
Yeah, they're all ambiguous.
All she did was glamorize evil.
It's like, her answer is she took this step to dismantle the patriarchal protectionism. I'm like, you can't make this stuff up.
Yeah.
And then it was meant to be that she got the lightsaber that killed her mother. And then she makes the crystal into to bleed red, and you're like, didn't Darth Vader go through massive struggle to make a red crystal? Darth Vader. She does it in 10 seconds. And they're like, well, we had to do that. I talked to Pablo Hidalgo, and we had to have the crystal exposed, and we had to get to that moment quickly, and it had to happen in the moment. Like, that just means your writing's bad.
Well, I didn't watch it, but even when Grace Randolph starts ragging on it, that tells you something.
Oh yeah.
Listen, anybody that like covers stuff, even if they love Lucasfilm, they love the politics and the representation, all that stuff aside, if anybody does this for a living, not just someone who gets invited to an event and gets a few tchotchkes and they kiss Lucasfilm's ass, those shills are out there. We know who they are. But people that actually do it for a living, like Grace Randolph does it for a living. At some point, when you've watched 1,000 shows and 1,000 movies, when something is really bad. So unless you're going to lie to 1 million people that, that watch your stuff, you have, even Grace Randolph has to say, oh my God, this was bad.
And she did.
Like, because if she didn't, it would be like, okay, your credibility goes out that like, I've got some stuff growing up that I loved that was just horrible. And like, what was the movie? There was a movie in the 80s called Megaforce with Bruce was it Bruce Boxleitner? What was that guy's name? But it was called Megaforce. I went to the theater. I went to the theater to see it. And I loved it as a kid. It was awful. It was like, you couldn't go tell somebody, if you went, if I would have been a little bit older and someone said, is it good? I would have had to say, no, it's awful. I can't explain why I liked it, but
I understand. I am a fan of good, bad movies. The Ice Pirates with Robert Ulrich. Love that movie still. I bought it on DVD. Watched it again a few weeks ago, and it's like so terrible, but it's still good. Space Herpy.
There's a Jack Frost movie where the snowman he turns bad. And he literally, I don't know if Michael Keaton, someone does his voice, and they're like, you mind if I ask you for a light? Like, it's just so bad. He's killing everybody. And you're like, how did somebody get this made? But I enjoyed it, but it's awful. If you were to tell me, is it good? I'd be like, no, it's horrible. It's people that shouldn't have any business making a movie. But this is not even.
There are good, bad movies out there.
I mean, a lot of people that you saw do videos on this, I don't think people were, most of the people I don't think were hate watching it. They were laughing at it. It was like, you can't get mad at this show. It's like being in school and there's like show and tell, or there's like a there's a play being done on stage or something where your kids in your class are doing something, and you know that one group that goes up there and it's so freaking bad and people are giggling. You know, they're just like, this is, you know, and they make fun of them. That's what it reminded me of. Like, this girl was given an art project with $180 million attached to it, and they had to have been sitting in the room, unless they're so insulated, and which means they all need to be fired, which they do. They had to have sat in a room and said, "This is awful, Kathy. This is bad." And Kathy's like, "Just put it out. Let's, you know, we've already spent the money. Just get like." I don't care what anybody says. I'll be shocked if they give them a season 2. Like,
well, nobody there said it was bad because everybody wants to keep their job there.
What I'm saying is,
everybody that's there goes along with the status quo because they don't want to get fired.
Yeah,
and as long as they go along with the DEI BS and all this other crap.
But like Disney realized that they had a major issue with Marvel. Now, whether they fix it or not, that's a whole nother debate. But Disney realized after the Marvels and Quantumania, they realized they were in trouble and they needed a reset. We're about to find out if they're going to get a reset, but we know that they've made some changes to some degree. There's no way that Disney has seen this and said, we needed more of this. There's no way.
Yeah.
Oops. There's just.
I agree.
Hey guys, hey, yeah, here.
Yeah, I got a bail too.
Looks like
I'll see you around.
Looks like John is getting ready for his movie.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, damn. Take care, Damio.
Have a good night, gents.
Take it off.
Take care,
Whatever.
Scott.
Loser.
Matt said beaver sniffer. That's exactly what the beaver was.
Y'all take care.
Take care, buddy.
What's up, Ronnie?
It's Ronnie.
Where's Richmond at?
He's in the
In
chat.
Probably some old lady at concert.
Maybe that's why he said beaver sniffer.
You know what?
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me if Leslie, if they basically they had a nickname similar to that for that character. Would not surprise me.
Yeah.
It's
How
bad.
much did that screen cost you, John?
Not even a couple $100. It was pretty cheap, relatively.
Can't hear you, Peach.
John, are you going to cut your stream?
$180.
If you're starting to watch a movie, are you going to cut your stream?
I don't know. I don't care.
That depends on what you're watching.
Yeah, I got to go catch up on Cobra Kai. I got a podcast to do on it too.
Dude, yeah, I got to go watch that.
I finished Dark Matter. I watched Dark Matter on Apple. I finished that last night.
I like the ending to it.
You know what? I read an article without giving spoilers and saying that they didn't like the ending at all. I liked it.
I thought it was good.
I ain't got Apple.
And I didn't see it coming. You know, going into the last 2 episodes.
Yeah.
I didn't see what they were going to end up doing. So, you know, I like the fact that it kind of surprised me.
They ended it with a pretty cool song. A guy I liked. The name of the song was something like "I'm Coming Home." It was a pretty cool song.
Yeah, it was. I liked it. It's probably a limited series. It probably won't have a season 2, but I liked it.
Yeah, it kind of ran its course. But
the only thing that I can talk to you offline. The only thing is there was a character that showed up in another world that she said, "Do you know me?" and said, "No, but I've been looking for you." I'm just curious.
Yeah, I had to think about that for a minute about which Billy it was or whatever his name was.
Well, do you remember when he shut the door on him? He brought him to that world with the
that utopia world. Yeah.
I'm thinking that's the same world as the girl that chose to stay.
Yeah, I think he found her out.
Yeah,
but she didn't know him in the original reality,
right?
Even though he was really good friends with the main character.
Yeah, but in that scenario, he was not. He was a nobody. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm curious. Yeah. We can talk
but
about that.
Apple hits it out. Apple has the best batting record of all streaming services, I think.
Yeah.
Just by volume.
Yeah, and they got Severance coming out, and
Severance is coming back. Yep, that's a good one. For All Mankind continues to be good.
Yeah. Yeah, I like most of what Apple puts out. again, that's another show where they'll have diversity and all the stuff that we talk about. People think that makes people hate shows, but if the show's good,
They work.
you know, you'll watch
Yeah.
it.
They absolutely work. They
If
don't
it's
hit you
good.
over the head with it. It
All right.
might be
I got to
might
get.
be part of the subject matter,
Daryl.
but it works.
Take care, guys.
All right, Daryl. See you.
Yeah, it's yeah, it's just if you know people gravitate to stuff that's good. So it's like there's been diversity in stuff for 30 years now. It's like the good stuff is good and the bad stuff's bad. But I mean, Game of Thrones has had some of it, and House of the Dragon, and which reminds me,
There's not many shows that are beyond reproach. I mean, there's very few that you can look at and say there's nothing wrong with them across all their seasons.
I'm going to try to go during lunchtime tomorrow and watch Twisters. I don't know if I'll be able to, but I'm going to try to go watch it. I've heard mixed results.
Yeah, I'm hearing it's better on like IMAX, premium screen, which I don't, I'm in between Memphis and Nashville, so I can't really go anywhere nearby to watch it that level.
I'm going to try to
So
do. There's MXT Atmos, which is, I might probably do that tomorrow if I can. But if I don't see it this weekend, I won't see it because Deadpool comes out Thursday night.
Yeah, I'm coming down next Saturday to watch it with my buddies down in Collierville.
Okay, well that's the theater I go to.
I love that theater, man. The Market, one of the Market Boulevard. Yeah, it's great.
That's exactly where I go to see movies.
I get them pizzas. Their pizzas are good.
Yeah, that's the MXT Atmos. Have you been in that theater?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what we try to go see them on the big screen whenever we do that.
Yeah,
I love it.
That's a good one to go to.
Food delivery to you.
I'm going to try to get Twisters. I'm going to get Cobra Kai knocked out, and then maybe Twisters tomorrow, and then we've got 6 or 7 topics to talk about on the podcast. The podcast runs like an hour, so we did our first one last week, and it's on Apple and Spotify. It's not on YouTube because.
All right, here we go.
Is it Sundowners? It's the same thing. Sundowners Club.
Yeah, the Sundowners Club. Yeah.
All right, I'll add it to.
I'll send you a link in Discord if you want me to.
Why? All right, I'm gonna take off. We're gonna watch a Master Disguise movie.
All right, see you, Graver. See you, Matt Tween.
All right, thank you guys.
Good one. Later.
Oh, it's over there. Go in front of the camera over there. It's in front of the screen. He's here.